Hey everybody, this is Hope Mama Eagle coming to you from the Eagle's Nest, the founder of Earth Wisdom Reiki and Ancestral Mediation. I know that I usually try and come on here in a way that, I don't know, I guess benefits others, and I hope that this will benefit y'all too. Um, I know I have people watching this that love to criticize. Oh, she's too strong. Oh, she's too gentle. Oh, she's too this. She's too that. Oh, she's asking people for things instead of going out to get them herself or whatever the hell. I really don't care anymore. I'm sitting here watching my 19-year-old daughter who was assaulted and wrongfully terminated and blacklisted from getting work, that's been trying to bake whatever she can and sell whatever she can beyond chismosas and scandalosas in our neighborhoods, saying whatever because they think that they're the competition. Glorified hood rats now trying to harass us for money that they already know has been guaranteed to us through January, sitting there laughing in my daughter's face, knowing what she's been through, knowing how hard she's busting her ass, knowing that I'm working, going from, making $70 an hour with what I'm supposed to be doing to taking a job in faith where I'm making $15 an hour and coming home exhausted, sleeping for 3 hours at a time, with my body aching in ways that hasn't, since I was in my 20, 18, 20, 30, whatever, not supposed to be aching at this age, needing to go in and get, checkups and this, that, and the other, but not trusting any of that stuff with everything going on anyway. And those of you that are in the same boat as me understand that. Those of you that are not buying into all this whatever hook, line, and sinker, hoji poji, But I'm sitting here and my 19-year-old is crying in ways that everybody else's teenager, Oprah would be knocking at the door, or Ellen, or what's her name, Sharon Osbourne, or Queen Latifah, all people that have reached out to me before wanting me to be on their show before other so-called VIPs started lying about me and my daughter to cover their assets in ways they're never going to get beyond that karma until they come to us and apologize, let alone help us piece the rest and best together to fix it, But they'd be there knocking on the door, oh, your poor daughter was wrongfully terminated, this and that. Hey, did she reach out to this professional that can help, that professional that can help? Yes, she did. And did they reach back to her? No, because, who knows? Maybe her case was too complicated. Maybe it has to do with their own white privilege. I have no idea, but it's really starting to piss me off. And those of you that have known me for a very long time, the last thing in the world that people want to do is piss off a triple Aquarian, medicine woman, Dakini, whatever the heck you want to call me. I don't care. It's like you mess with me and that is your karma, but you mess with my daughter and I become your karma. And I'm talking about every plane of existence that you can imagine. When I sit there and I tell you that I worked with the American Indian movement hand in hand, I didn't sit there and fantasize about it. I have letters, I have scars, I have all kinds of things as proof that I worked with real elders who had the balls to pick up the phone and call and help and even thank me for things that I did to not only save their lives, but to save the lives of their children and their grandchildren and people like that. Because they were that grateful, they actually promised that all of their warriors would be there to protect my daughter and I no matter what. And I know in this day and age of all this cancel culture bullshit, those words really don't seem to hold much water anymore. People really don't seem to care. Oh, yeah, that was back in the day. Oh, yeah, that was in a past life. Oh, yeah, that was back when I was honoring promises to people. But those elders didn't do pie crust promises. If they said it, they meant it. If they promised it, they followed through. And that's the kind of honor that doesn't go with them when they leave this world. It's something where they're going to follow through no matter if they're in the physical or not. And, I'm sitting here working with elders now who promise to help us and aren't helping us because they're mad that I'm too busy busting my ass working to put food on the table to pick up the phone and call them, while they're sitting there in cushy houses, driving cushy cars and whatever else, And personally, I don't think that's right. And I know everyone's walking around wearing those damn bracelets. What would Jesus do? What would this person do? Whatever. I don't really care about that. I want to know, what would you do? What would you do if you were a good person with a good heart who had sacrificed and busted whatever to free a Marine and trying to free a second one in the midst of raising a daughter with a heart of gold who's an equally good worker, used to manage a homeless shelter and an animal rescue, whatever, right next to you, with all these so-called VIPs claiming to care about her, while they're talking shit about you, not even caring enough to pick up a phone or call somebody to call somebody else who can help. I get so sick and tired of people calling themselves medicine people or pipe carriers or elders, let alone warriors, who won't even pick up a phone to say thank you or please or whatever, or set things right. Sometimes all it takes is 7 seconds of courage to talk for 7 minutes to heal 7 generations back and forward. You want to sit there and talk about a holiday that celebrates genocide? How about picking up the phone and calling someone in a way that's a reverse domino effect? We have friends of ours that have relatives that can be helping, and they need to, 1 minute we're told everything's covered, and it still is. And the next minute we're being harassed by people that know that everything is fine. They know that we're working our asses off, and they still don't care because they just want to be on some kind of a power trip. That's not okay. So I'm calling back the wolf pack. Y'all know what's going on with my memoir. You know that is going to light a fire under quite a few people, but it's going to do it in a good way. And that's all I've ever tried to do, was do things in a good way. Despite how dirty people did us, and while we were protecting them and their kids, we're still trying to do things in a good way. So we're asking you, I told my daughter, I said, you should start your video camera right now. You should let people see you crying. You should let people see you vulnerable and emotional. And she said, why? What difference is it going to make? They don't care when I'm telling the truth. Why are they going to care when I'm crying? So you may hear from her later, you may not. But either way, please search it in your heart. Ask yourself, what would you do if your child was being treated this way? Would you reach out and help? Would you call someone that knew they could help? Would you follow through? Because if you called me and told me that your child was in trouble, I'd damn sure be picking up the phone to help you.